I just need some juice.
20 black Suburbans, we pull up like Sunday search. 20 black Suburbans, we pull up like Sunday search. 20 black Suburbans, we pull up like Sunday search. I just want a one-on-one, don't know why she's so nervous.
If you love boxing, like we love boxing, you got to come party with us at Fight Party KO, baby. Boy, look, we got a good Fundora Thurman breakdown. I'm your man, ALLMIT. We got Juice God over here with his full Mexican kit. Love it. So, you know what I'm saying? Since you like that, let me get like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. Just like that. Mexicans of brotherhood.
We got a fun show planned for y'all today. Y'all see the attire? We gonna be previewing that Sebastian Fundora Keith Thurman fight. It's gonna be a banger, man. Oh man.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. I love the Mexican outfit, man. Because we got Fundora. Fundora is one of the, and he got his name starts off with fun. I'm just saying. So I mean, his fights are amazingly fun. Fundora. He's a tall, gigantic, deciduous tree. All right? Extra little limbs, but he got a lot of pop because he gets a lot of leverage on his punches. He doesn't know that he's as tall as a deciduous tree. He'll start off the fight like, okay, let me throw some jabs, fight like a big man. As soon as you touch him, you can just touch his elbow. Nah, we fighting, folks. Now he in your chest like a pure Mexican would. It's all about heart, fire, energy, desire. Fundora is bringing that. But you know what else? Keith Thurman is going to be something to deal with. Keith Thurman has all kinds of power. They called him one time. Why one time? Because he hit you one time and it's night. One time you go to sleep. One time it's a wrap. You see what I'm saying? And he got speed. He got feet. He got reflexes. And Keith Thurman talked that trash. He got that good trash talk on him too. That good trash talk builds his own confidence. He starts feeding off his own trash talk. He get into it. You know what I'm saying? He'll be punching in your chest while you trying to talk to him like he was doing Jarvis. Boy, you can't even punch with me. You punch like this. Man, this about to be fun. Boy, this about to be fun.
Oh, that was hilarious. I love how he was talking to Jarvis. He said, "This shoe." Oh man. So
yeah,
we gonna
Thurman was punching at his chest like he had his resistance bands on. Jarvis standing right there. Kurt Thurman right in his face like, I'm punching you right now in your chest. Punching you right now in your chest.
Hey, that was a classic Keith Thurman moment, man.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of y'all have been around for our. Sorry, I'm still setting up. You know, your boy's multitasking over here.
Yeah, Baby Yoda. Yeah. Salute to Baby Yoda. We see you out here.
Baby Yoda. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of y'all have been around for our tactical breakdowns in the past. This one's going to be a little different because Almighty is going to be pushing for Keith Thurman. I'm going to be defending Sebastian Fundora. Obviously, we know what both fighters can do, but we're going to give y'all a little debate today, a little angle discussion as opposed to the more traditional one. So, Almighty, you ready to get into it?
You damn right.
Let's go. Let me pull up my little categories.
Yeah, I like that name, Baby Yoda. I like that name, man.
Man, so let's get into the offense, man. Who you like more punching power?
Punching power, I'm going Keith Thurman.
Okay.
It's Keith Thurman. Everyone who fights Keith Thurman says, "Oh, that's the hardest punch I ever felt," or he says one of the hardest. Manny Pacquiao, after beating Thurman, was like, "Hey, man, that dude hits hard. That's the hardest punching I've ever had." So I'm gonna give that to Keith Thurman. Also because Keith doesn't have to throw as many punches to get you out of there. His name one time. He lands that good punch and it's a wrap. Fundora doesn't do a lot of that one-time type punching. He'll break you down. Fundora will hit you with 1,375,212 punches. And then you like, wait a minute. This ain't right. I'm concussed. And then you just go down.
Oh.
So power,
Okay.
I'm gonna go Thurman.
Power, you gonna go Thurman? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you referring to stuff that happened this decade when you refer to his power?
If it's this decade, Manny Pacquiao said that this decade.
Oh, you talking about the fight he lost?
Yeah, the fight he lost, but it came back strong. If he didn't get knocked down, that might have went the other way. He came back strong. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what's happening, Chiller Queen?
Oh, we got the squad in here. What's up, y'all? We got
No, we
Jonathan.
got Jonathan.
We got
Man,
Chiller Queen.
Salute. You know what I'm saying? Chiller Queen. How you come up with that name? That's dope.
So are you referring to stuff that happened this decade? Because you're talking about like knockout power. How many knockouts does Keith Thurman have this decade?
Jimmy Crack Corn, and I don't care. He only fights once a decade. Okay. Pacquiao said this decade, within the last 10 years,
The fight he lost?
the fight he lost, and came back. He came back strong in that fight. Now, Keith Thurman was winning.
That makes sense. You chilling.
Keith Thurman was winning the second half of that fight, partly because he hit so hard. Pacquiao said that is the hardest I've ever been hit. You know how many people Pacquiao done fought? Do you know how many legends Pacquiao fought? You know how many world champions Pacquiao has fought? And for him to say that's the hardest I've ever been hit, huh?
How about you answer my question? How many knockouts has he had this decade?
I did answer your question.
No, you didn't. How many?
Yes, I did. What was my answer?
You started talking about Pacquiao.
So what was my answer? Nothing.
He has one. This man don't even know Keith Thurman. He knocked out Brock Jarvis.
Oh, you Brock Jarvis.
And
Knocked
that's
out Brock
it.
Jarvis.
And that's
Right,
it.
yeah.
This
He knocked
decade.
out Brock Jarvis. But he wasn't no world class, champion. And I was okay. I was thinking about the world class.
Are you trying to make my point? Or are you trying to
No. But what I'm trying to tell you is Keith Thurman got more power.
Yeah.
Okay?
You're referring to 2015 power.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Chiller Queen. We appreciate that sub. Thank you very much. Appreciate
Thank you
that.
very much.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm chilling. That's why my name is Chiller. I love it. I love it.
Almighty,
Yeah,
you're saying you're referring to 2015
I'm referring
when
to
he
the
fought
fact
Louis
that his
Collazo?
nickname is One Time. I'm referring to the fact that the great legend Manny Pacquiao said that is the hardest I have ever been hit. I'm referring to when Sean Porter said, hey, Keith Thurman hits like a mule. I'm referring to everyone.
We heard you.
Did you hear me?
But you're talking about knockouts.
We're talking about just punching power.
Dude, we heard
You brought up knockout. I said punching power.
Yeah, but you're talking
Yes.
about one time that's gone.
No, it's not
That's
gone.
gone.
It is not gone.
Because people don't gain power as they go up in weight class.
But you don't lose power. That's the last thing to go.
No, it's the last thing to go, but you do lose power.
It's the last thing to go. And that man is
doesn't
still in
mean
his
it
30s.
doesn't go.
He is still in his 30s. And he has not had a whole bunch of fights in the last few years. Keith Thurman is ready.
Let me ask you a question. You're old enough to be in the double digits, correct?
That is
you
correct.
have 2 digits in your age.
That is correct.
In 2015, was the first number in your digits the same number it is now?
In 2015?
Yeah. Because that's how long ago we talking. It's 2026.
Right. But I'm also talking about a young man's prime age.
Oh, a young man, as in Sebastian Fundora, because Keith Thurman is not in his prime. If you can remember correctly, he had to miss the fight against Tim Tszyu because of a bicep injury. So that power is not the same anymore, sir. That power is not the same.
It is the same. What happened in his last fight?
How can you say it's the same when he's older?
What happened in his last fight?
Yeah, he won by knockout.
His power was there. He went up a weight class, knocked him out.
Don't
His
do
power
that.
is there.
Don't do that.
Power
Don't do
is
that.
there. It's one time. Fundora got to throw 1 million punches to get you down, and people still in the box with him.
Power by volume. See, when you got somebody over talking, you got somebody over talking, that's when you know they wrong.
I'm right.
To Sebastian Fundora, He got that power. Even when he lose, his opponent be messed up in the face.
That's because he's hitting them with a million punches.
Look, he don't even need to be airtight on defense because he just make his opponent shell up. Like Keith Thurman got that flash power. He's like, it's so quick, it'll stun you. Like Keith Thurman hurt Danny Garcia, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we debating, Chilla Queen. We debating.
Yeah, Keith Thurman hurt a lot of these guys early. Sean Porter, no, even a better example. He was messing up Mario Barrios, right?
Mm-hmm.
He how many times he hurt Barrios in that fight?
You hurt Barrios about 2-3 times in that fight.
At least 3 times where Barrios was like visibly hurt and rocked, right?
Yes.
Barrios made it the distance.
Yes.
Danny Garcia took it to a split decision.
Mm-hmm.
We know that Keith Thurman has been fading in the second half of fights.
Mm-hmm.
When he knocked out Brock Jarvis, what round did he knock him out in? 3rd round.
Go ahead.
When you get older, it's hard to keep that power through the whole fight. And we've seen Keith Thurman take that mouthpiece out, have to get the dance of the round, and he's fighting a guy. He's never fought a guy this tall. How many people has Keith Thurman fought that have been taller than him?
Keith Thurman is not tall.
That isn't what I said. I said how many people has Keith Thurman fought that have been taller than him?
Several. Nowhere near as tall as this deciduous tree he got to fight right now.
Correct. So he's older. Power's gone down. You can see it by his record. And he fades in the second half of fights. You're gonna say he got more power than
yes, because you got 2 different styles. 2 different styles. You got a Mexican who's gonna stay in your chest. That's why we salute the Mexicans. That's why we're wearing a Mexican hat, because we salute those type Mexicans.
But power by volume is still power.
Okay, I'll tell you what. One punch, who would you rather get hit by? Fundora or Keith Thurman? One punch.
Neither.
Answer which one?
Keith Thurman got the one. I was saying that he got that flash power. It's quick. He got the one punch for sure.
So more power. All right. Once again, if they're on the little power meter punching thing, well, you know, when you punch the little bag and it shows your number, your score. Who's gonna have a higher score? Keith Thurman or Fundora?
But you saying that like Fundora don't be having knockouts?
No. The question was not who has the most knockouts.
But I already answered it. Keith Thurman.
The question was power. Who has more power? Power. We didn't say who has more knockouts. This decade, last decade. If somebody hit you, which one hurt the most?
Hey, man, I ain't never seen nobody's face look good after fighting Fundora. Lubin was messed up. Tim Tszyu was cut open. Had to quit on the stool in the second fight. We saw Booker get knocked out. Just saying.
Okay, so if you get hit one time and get knocked out,
we can
get hit one time and get knocked out.
We can move on. Keith Thurman has more power. I just was really working on the defense for Fundora.
I like it though. I enjoyed it too. I loved it.
I was trying my best. That was my man, dude. I was trying so hard to come up with a defense on why Fundora got. I'm like, the man's name is One Time,
right?
I was like, I gotta work some kind of angle.
Hey,
you know how?
Hey, that was good. That was good, Juice.
Hey,
I like Juice fighting on power.
Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm trying.
All right.
I'll try. Let's go to athleticism and explosiveness. Who you got, Fundora or Keith Thurman?
Explosiveness and athleticism? It's Keith Thurman. It's one time, baby. Keith Thurman got the feet. He even talk fast. Keith Thurman talk way faster than him. He moves faster. He got way more athleticism, man. Keith Thurman is Black American athlete, and he's all about the athleticism. Look at his feet moving right now. Keith Thurman can fight. His feet are aligned with his hands. He could be moving backwards and throwing power punches. I've seen Keith Thurman going backwards, rolling up under punches and knocking folks out, going backwards after rolling.
Facts.
Give you angles, in, out. Surprise, he throws his timing off. Some punches are quick, fast. Some punches are, he's sitting down on them a little bit more. He's throwing your rhythm off, timing off, and all that. Fundora got the same rhythm pretty much of the whole fight, and he just throwing 1,330,412 punches. But Keith Thurman is setting you up.
Well, I would like to interject right there and say that Fundora is usually winning the fight. So it's like, why just switch it up if what you're doing is working? You know what I'm saying?
Bumbleclad
versus
what was the
Keith
question?
Thurman. Keith Thurman be on the move. I mean, Keith Thurman does a great job of controlling range. That's kind of his thing. Like he controls the range with his quick footwork and athleticism. So Keith Thurman is very athletic and explosive. Like there's no doubt about it. His name's one time. He crack you one time. That's it. I would argue that Fundora, he fights how he needs to. Like if you can get your opponent not to be throwing punches anymore, shoot, what you gonna do? Jet backwards and see how far you can scoot away? No, I'm gonna walk. Look at you walking him down. Like what?
He Mexican.
What else he's supposed to do? He's 6'6". He takes 3 steps in there. Keith Thurman gotta jump in, jump out.
No, he's Mexican. Like it's in the DNA with Mexicans. No, we fighting. We gonna be in this phone booth. I'm coming forward. That's what it is. He ain't supposed to even fight like that. That man, like I say, he is 7'14", 7 feet 14 inches, and he's fighting in the pocket. No, you should be outside using your jab, using your leverage, and all that. But he wants to get right in there and fight like a true Mexican would. And that I ain't gonna lie, that's why I like Fundora. Okay, I don't like him to win this fight, but I like him I like just watching his fights, man. Somebody and his sister. Salute to this Fundora. I gotta take my hat off just to salute y'all. Y'all are great. But are you more athletic than Keith Thurman? Hell no. Are you more explosive than Keith Thurman? Hell no. One time, baby.
Yeah, it's hard to really say Fundora is more athletic than Keith Thurman. There's not really an angle to work on that. I would just argue that Fundora, he fights for the opponent that's in front of him. Like if you're making your opponent cower in fear, what else is there to do? Like if you can reach your opponent, they're in one corner, you're in the opposite corner, you can still touch them. What else do you need to be doing? Look at that. He just walked my man down. He's Dawson.
Hey, like I have seen Fundora hit somebody and they going back, and while they going back, Fundora is pretty much on the same place and hit him again with just one of those Dawson arms.
Look at this, man. He just walk you over to the ropes, escort you to the ropes. Look at all that torque on them uppercuts. But Keith Thurman is super athletic. I mean, he's an athletic style, and that's really I don't want to jump categories too much because we go category by category. But I think that's kind of what could work against him. Let's go to punch speed. Who you got for punch speed, Almighty?
Keith, one time Thurman. You know why? Because he's more athletic. You know why? He's more explosive. You know why else? Because his nickname is One Time. You didn't see that punch coming, and you didn't see it at all. He hit you one time, and you was waking up. You was like, wait, what happened? Because he got so much speed. Okay? So much explosiveness. So much fire. Energy. Do you hear me? Do you see what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Huh? Talk to me, son.
Hey, well, you see what hairstyle he has. This is Keith Thurman with the braids. You know, we talking about when Barack Obama was president and stuff like that. Keith Thurman got the fade now. We don't know if that speed is still the speed. You know what I'm saying? All right, you feel me? We don't know. He had cornrows. Like I think the BlackBerry was still in this time. I mean, shoot.
So since his hairline went back, his speed went back too.
Yeah, that's back when you got criticized for filming a video vertical and stuff like that.
Right,
like, you see the resolution. Ain't none of this in 4K.
Okay, real side note on that. We're trying to find footage of Keith Thurman in 1080p or higher, and it's hardly no footage of Keith Thurman in 1080p. It's like
crazy.
He's in the 480s, 360p's. It's like, damn. So I had to do a quick side note on that real quick. But what we're not going to say is by the fact that his hair is regressing, that his speed is regressing. That's not what we're going to say. I don't care how funny it is, Juice. Okay? It is extremely funny. Not going to even front. Okay? But Keith Thurman is faster. Hand speed and foot speed.
But
than
see,
Fundora.
my thing was that is faster for how long? Because we know, like last time we seen him fight, it only went 3 rounds. The time he fought before that was Barrios. That was in 2022. And if you go back even further, we're talking pre-pandemic Pacquiao. So at what point does Father Time catch up to this athletic style? Right. You know, when we're talking, that's current Keith Thurman.
Mm-hmm.
So he went up in weight to 154 from 147.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to be bouncing around like that all fight with that insane speed. That I don't think that he's slower now. It's just more of a question of how long can he do that speed? How long can he be that?
Okay.
That fast?
He doesn't have the boxing years on him like other people due to some of the strange injuries, like a bicep. So it's not like his cognitive skills, not like his reflexes and all that has been damaged, because he's only been fighting once a year, once every 2 years or something like that for like the last 7 years.
But doesn't
so his aging is nowhere near like the normal boxer. Fundora
but don't you
might be older than Keith Thurman.
Don't you need a bicep for punch speed? Isn't that important?
You do. That's healed up now, though. That's been healed up. So he good now. Ask Jarvis, is it good? Ask Jarvis, is it good?
We'll see.
But see, Fundora has been in wars. Fundora has been in far more wars because he is not as good as Keith Thurman. So what he has to do is try to overwhelm people with all his punches, and they punching him back. So it's more, I'm going to say Fundora might be older than Keith Thurman when it comes to boxing because of the vicious wars that Fundora has been in. So if Keith Thurman has regressed a little bit because his hairline has regressed, then Fundora has regressed because he a little punch drunk now. That's why.
And most importantly, I don't think any of this matters because Fundora is kind of slow punching.
Right. So we 2-0 for one time?
No, that's 3-0.
We 3-0 for one time.
I don't know what you call punching power. Because I don't think Fundora punches are soft, but one time definitely got the flashy one punch for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Fundora, but it's kind of like, so just quick tangent, and then we'll get to the next category. Does David Benavidez have power?
Yes, he does.
Fundora is kind of like in that same family. It's like the volume is the power.
Mm-hmm. I understand that.
You know, versus the clean one shot.
No. What we're going to talk about is fatigue sets in as well when you're fighting Fundora because you're in there in a war the whole time because he's throwing so many punches. So some of them people are already they're fatiguing. Like, look at that right there. Dude's fatiguing right now. He's backing up, not because he was just so hurt. He was backing up because, dude, I'm tired, man. You throwing 1 million punches at me at a time. Look at him. He's like, I'm tired, man. You know what? He's probably looking at the clock like, hey, you know what? How much longer I got to endure this? Keith Thurman, on the other hand, bam. Oh, my gosh. What the hell was that?
See, I appreciate you helping me out later in the debate by solidifying that point that when you fight Fundora, you get tired. I really do appreciate you setting me up to win the later categories with that.
Oh, I already got something for that. I got something for that player.
Yeah,
I got something for that player. We'll get there.
Yeah.
We will get there.
Yeah, we'll see what pre-pandemic stuff you bring up. All right, so
we will get there.
So accuracy and timing. Who you got? Fundora, Keith Thurman.
Now, even though I'm representing Thurman, I'm still keeping on my Mexican hat, cuz. Okay, so just know that. You know what? Shout out to BB real quick. Love the hat. You know what I'm saying? But all right. What was your question?
Accuracy and timing.
Keith, one time Thurman. He doesn't have to throw 1 million punches to get you out of that. He doesn't have to throw 1 million punches for you to feel like, man, I think I'm about to lose. No, you feel 1 or 2 of them from the jump, and it's like, wow, okay, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it. It's going to take about 6-7 rounds. Fundora, like, damn, you still throwing 1 million punches? Damn. So, yeah, I'm going Keith Thurman.
Wait,
accuracy, Keith Thurman.
Yeah,
it don't take that long. It just hit. Oh, hit you. Look at all the misses. Fundora's going to hit your elbows a few times. He's going to hit your shoulders a few times, trying to get to your head and body. Look, he's missing all that.
Yeah, but the guy's not even throwing like that.
Yeah, because he understands it's like 1 million mosquitoes following him. He can't swat all of them away. But 1 million mosquitoes, not all 1 million gonna bite you. You see what I'm saying? Fundora plays a numbers game. That's not accuracy. He plays a numbers game. I'm just gonna I'm gonna throw a big net out in the ocean and let me see what kind of fish I catch. Thurman, I just got one fishing rod. I'm gonna throw it out here and I caught something. It's not what you're saying.
It's not what you're saying.
Really, man?
It's not what you're saying, sir. It's not what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I said. It came right out of my mouth.
No. You're seeing what he's doing, but the reasoning isn't what you're saying. The reason is because he can't see. His vision is terrible. Did you see Gabby Fundora yesterday? Yes! She just walked to the ring and they put her glasses on in the ring. The Fundoras can't see, y'all.
I think him put the glasses on his sister while she was doing the interview. He's like, let me help you out. He put the glasses on her.
I think the reason Fundora just started jabbing and stuff is because he can't see. He couldn't see far enough to jab. I think that's why he fights up close too. Like I can't do anything without my glasses. Like,
hey man, excellent point.
You know what I'm saying?
Excellent point. Did he get a nod for accuracy? No, but excellent point.
Yeah, the man just can't see. He really get to cooking when he know exactly where you're gonna be, and he can kind of feel around like a mole underground or something. Like, oh, okay, I'm already look like what it's gonna come up. He grabbing Tim Tszyu by the back of the head. Like, nah, he not okay. I can walk him down. Now I know where you are on the ropes. You know what I'm saying? Like when he's touching you already, that's when he knows where you at.
He fight like he reading Braille.
Yeah, exactly. Look, little short shot. I can't throw it super hard because my vision's not that good. You see what I'm saying? Okay, you done moving. Now I can start opening up. Keith Thurman is super accurate. Look, he just holding Tim Tszyu on the back of the head.
Stay right here. Stay right here, folks.
That's messed up, man. I feel bad for Tim Tszyu. Look, he Fundora do that all the time. So yeah, Fundora is blind as a bat. It runs in the family. Keith Thurman,
you had something up your sleeve, man. I saw the look on your face. I know I said he got something up his sleeve.
Oh yeah,
that was hilarious.
See, that's too far. This distance is too far for Fundora.
Hey man, my eyes watery, man. Oh man, it's too early in the show for my eyes to be this watery. Oh man,
I was looking at that like, man, he can't, because otherwise, why wouldn't Fundora just stay at distance and just open up all the time? 1-2, 1-2.
Oh my goodness,
you got to get in close.
Yeah,
and Thurman is dead accurate, man, because Thurman will sit down 100% on a shot like that. I mean, dude was hurt,
boom,
but still,
boom,
and he hitting everything flush.
Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Ooh,
ref had to step in. Sheesh.
Ooh, bam, bam. Uplifting.
Ref, oh, Lord. Look, Thurman going backwards.
Right.
Yeah, Thurman is a sharpshooter. And that's Danny Garcia. He trained with Danny Garcia.
Right. Another one who people say hit the hardest in that class.
Now I will say, for a counterpoint, will he be able to do that against somebody who's 6'6"? Will he be as accurate against somebody who's 6'6"? It's hard to say.
I think he's going to focus on the body a lot more too with Fundora. There's a lot of body there. There's a lot. Yeah,
there's also uppercut traps waiting on you.
No, it is. But at the same time, Keith Thurman IQ is higher. Now we might not have got to that yet, but
yeah, we gonna get to that.
Yeah, he's not going to stay in the pocket like some of those lesser fighters who Fundora has been fighting. One time is world class.
No, he may have to stay in the pocket when he run out of energy. So
he make movements.
Because if
Keith Thurman will run out, Keith Thurman will take his mouthpiece out to get some more breath.
Right. But Dawson,
but he'll still be moving. He'll still be moving.
Dawson can still reach him when he's moving. It's going to be an interesting fight because Keith Thurman never fought. Like I said, who has Keith Thurman fought that's been taller than him?
Hey man, the guy right for that, right there.
And how tall was he?
How tall was he? No one is taller than Fundora. No one is taller than Fundora.
How tall is Keith Thurman's tallest opponent other than Fundora?
5'8", 5'9". So
I
Fundora
think
has
his
about
tallest
3
opponent
feet
is
on
Mario
there.
Barrios, who's like 5'10".
5'10". Mario Bar's 5'10". I thought he was 5'9". He 5'10"? Okay, bet.
I mean, 5'9" would make my point even better, but let's just say 5'10".
Hey man, 1 inch compared to 3 feet extra, it's the same. Fundora is tall.
Says
It's all
nobody.
outdoor.
Says nobody ever in sports ever.
Until you fight in Fundora, then everyone else becomes the same height except Fundora. Training camp is nearly the same when you're fighting people from 5'9", 5'10", even 5'11". But now you got to fight someone who's 8'13". It's a difference.
Yeah. Let's keep it moving. We'll get that one to Thurman. I switched it up a little, Almighty, to be more inclusive. What about inside fighting? Who are you giving the advantage inside fighting? Keith Thurman or Sebastian Fundora? I'm going Fundora. We all know Fundora.
So, I know we're not on IQ yet, but I think the IQ of Keith Thurman won't even allow him to engage in inside fighting like that with Fundora. That's not his thing. That's not what Keith Thurman
cool.
does.
Who's better at inside fighting?
Hey, man.
The towering Inferno.
Hey, man.
Don't nobody want to see him inside. Let's be real.
Hey, man. The towering Inferno shouldn't even be inside like that, okay?
But
he should be outside, use his range and his distance.
But
hey, man, I don't have nothing against his inside fighting. I love it when Fundora's fighting on the inside. I absolutely love it. And Keith Thurman does not fight on the inside that much. Keith Thurman is like,
he don't want to be in there.
I don't believe in getting hit that much. Keith Thurman wants to control the fight the whole time. Range, distance, explosiveness, all that. Fundora will stay right there in the phone booth. He'll be in one of those 1980s phone booths. You know, we had to put a quarter in the phone and all that. He'll be in one of those and fight you. And it'll be brutal. Right there in that little phone booth. So, yeah, I mean, but Thurman is not going to be in that phone booth.
That wasn't that. We're going over attributes, not how he's going to fight.
He ain't going to be in there. I don't care about your attribute.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing about sports. You want to make the other person do what they don't want to do. Like you want to force them to fight how they don't want to fight. So it's going to be interesting to see. Well, let's just make it quick. We know Fundora. That's Fundora's game. What about outside fighting?
Thurman got eyes. He can see. Okay. Major advantage he has over Fundora. Thank you for helping me prove my point on this one. Also, Thurman has feet. Thurman's feet move. Fundora got giraffe legs. They mean what I'm saying? They kind of move awkwardly. He looks like a newborn giraffe, don't he? I'm just saying. It's like he just fell out of his mama's womb. Fundora. And so it's like he don't have the outside game that Keith Thurman does. Keith Thurman's whole game is outside.
Outside and controlling range.
And controlling range. That's what he do. Fundora don't control range. He just fights.
You know, it'll be interesting to see because in Fundora's last fight, he did a way better job when he fought Booker. Wait, he fought Timzu last. Booker before that, then Timzu, right?
Timzu.
Yeah. So even in both, he's been doing a better job of jabbing from the outside and using his height to his advantage. So he still can't see. Keith Thurman is very hard to hit, period. So it'll be interesting to see. Huh?
Timzu got cement in his feet, so it's much easier to locate him far away.
No comparison to Keith Thurman's feet. Timzu is no comparison.
None.
It's really hard to simulate. They both of them are going to have a trouble simulating the other opponent's, attributes.
Right.
I heard Keith Thurman say he was sparring heavyweights, and I don't know what Fundora is doing to simulate a Keith Thurman. You need to fight a lightweight.
Yeah, you got to find someone extremely agile, but at the same time, Keith Thurman punches so hard, man. So you got a lightweight moving around, but can't give that explosive pop when you least expect it.
Yeah, fight a lightweight bare knuckle or something.
Wow.
Got to come up with something.
A lightweight, wrap your hands up, dip them in glue, and put some glass on it.
Yeah, something like that. You a little off center. Something off center.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, come on, Ozbot. Get this AI on the Ozbot.
So yeah, definitely giving the edge.
Come on, Ozbot. There you go. Stay with us,
giving
Ozbot.
the edge to Keith Thurman. As far as offense, it'll be interesting to see where they fight it and how it goes. Who gets hurt first? We just got to see. It's going to be a very, very interesting and dynamic fight. So let's go ahead to defense. Who are you giving the advantage to for counter punching and reflexes?
Keith, one time Thurman. Fundora don't believe in no defense. Fundora's Mexican. Are you kidding me? We go to fight. Fundora goes in there to just fight. He ain't worried about no strategics and no defense. Defense? Huh? That's like an Italian in a Ferrari.
You see what Randy Savage said? You thinking about that old Thurman.
Hey, man, you going to see the new Thurman, Randy Savage. Oh, yeah, Randy Savage. You going to see the new and improved Keith, one time Thurman. Oh, yeah. You know what else means, Gene? When Keith Thurman comes down with his new haircut, showing you that he is the best and has better reflexes than the shop-worn, battle-bruised Fundora. You're gonna know and you will learn that Keith one-time Thurman ages with grace and dignity. Oh yeah, and then you will be forced to step into a Slim Jim.
Hey man,
shout out Randy Savage. Love that name, folks. Love that name. What you know about Randy Savage, folks? Hey, I know about it.
That old Thurman. We may get an old Thurman in the ring, if you know what I'm saying.
We ain't getting no old Thurman in the ring. We're getting a revised Thurman who's ready and hungry. Fundora ain't hungry no more. Fundora been celebrated the last few fights. Keith Thurman hungry.
Fundora is hungry because he got knocked out recently. So he remembers
Fundora on top of the world, his sister on top of the world. They feeling good. Keith Thurman had depression, all that. Keith Thurman like, no, I'm back now. He was in an interview. They was like trying to bring up, so how was it going through this, that, and that?
Jack, I trust Keith to have power and IQ, but as he aged, more he looked rusty. You hear that, Almighty?
Jimmy crack corn, and I don't care. Are you clear?
No,
are we clear? Shoot, power is the last thing to go,
but it does go.
IQ is still there. He is a young man. He is 35, 36. It ain't like he's 40 something.
Look, man. When you're talking,
and he has not been in the wars that Fundora has been in. Fundora been in wars. Fundora has been in concussion protocol.
We're talking
way more than Keith Thurman.
We're talking about counter punching and reflexes. You skipping categories.
Well, I had to address the what came up on the screen.
You had to put a little extra
because I was talking about it, and then what came up on the screen, we had to address it.
Hey,
okay, so I addressed it.
Hey, shoot, you can't hit what you 37.
Can't touch. I think you Randy Savage.
You can't hit what you can't touch.
37. He's still producing good sperm.
When you're a foot taller than your opponents, they can't reach you. And Keith Thurman has very quick reflexes and he's a good counter puncher. But Fundora ain't moving farther away than he need to. If his opponents are swinging in the air and he just barely lean back, what, he's supposed to overly lean all the way, Fat Joe lean back? Like,
no, he should have some feet and step back. You never want to just lean straight back like that. That's rule number one. You don't want to lean straight back. Some people get away with it because of their athleticism or because of their physical advantages. Some people can't reach Fundora if he lean back.
You said, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to do what?
Step back. Or if you're gonna pull, then you got to be able to pull with your chin down and counter. Okay.
Oh, you said step back?
Yeah, I said step back. That's it. He pulled his head back and his head was exposed.
Oh,
man, he faked down to the body.
Back? Is he not stepping back?
On that one time. And what did he do then? He see on that one time. On that one time.
And isn't his name One Time?
That's why I said it was just that one time. How many times have you seen Fundora get floored?
Whoa, I'm just going off what you said. You just said
exactly.
No, I'm just going off you saying it like it's some foolproof defense.
No. What I'm saying is he has better defense than Fundora. Fundora don't have no defense. Look at Fundora. He just throwing. No
We're
defense.
on counter punching and reflexes. Okay,
And he shot worn. Fundora has been in concussion
skipping
protocol.
categories, sir.
Counter
Punching and reflexes. I'm just talking
Yeah.
about the reflexes.
And that's what I'm talking about. Reflexes. He
You
is
start
shot
talking
worn.
about chin. You start talking about wars.
Because he's shot worn. Reflexes is nerve endings and brain. He's shot worn. That's what reflexes is.
What fight has he looked worn? What fight has he looked worn?
The last 3. I'm lying.
Chat, you see what he doing, chat. You see what he doing.
He didn't look worn. But he don't fight with no defense, man. He just taking far more punishment than Keith Thurman has.
Counterpunch and reflexes. Counterpunch and reflexes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Yeah, Randy, preach to him. He can't outbox him. He needs a knockdown to win.
He's talking about Keith.
Fundora needs a knockdown to win.
What are you talking about, Randy?
Mm-hmm.
Keith Thurman is the better counterpuncher. Let's go blocking and parrying. Who you got, Almighty?
Blocking and parrying? Fundora don't block. Keith blocks. Keith blocks and parries. Keith blocks and parries.
Keith gets all the way out of the way.
Man, but he will parry your jab and shoot out a jab. How do I know? Because the clip already showed.
Yeah.
Look at that. Right there. He just parried a jab out of there. Slip, move.
That's not blocking or parrying.
No, but what he's doing is he's figuring out the timing to do it. You got to check your
Keith
reflexes
Thurman want to make you miss by a mile. If he's blocking or parrying, he that's a last resort.
No, but it happens because Keith Thurman will stand in there. You can take that comment down.
look how seriously, look how weird it looks when Keith is blocking.
Look, that was a parry right there. Oh no. Don't try to hurt him go by. He just parried that man jab and jabbed him right back.
Because I was saying, look how weird it looks when Keith is blocking.
Yeah, he was blocking. What you mean it was weird? He covered up right.
That ain't his bread and butter at all.
But like it's Fundora's bread and butter? Hell no.
Yes. What are you talking? What?
No, it ain't.
Absolutely. That's all Fundora do is block.
Let's go, Keith. Let's go. Look at that. Let's go, Keith. Punch that man, slip. All that. We game all night.
I didn't even hold on. I didn't even
we game all night. Say it's more 50-50 than people think because Fundora doesn't
always
fight to his strengths.
Hold on, everybody. 3 Bay is in the building.
Salute.
3 Bay is in the building, y'all.
Salute.
What's good, fam?
But
nah, Fundora.
We're having a good debate on here. Having a good debate on here.
Yeah, 3 Bay. You in the middle of a good one. You're gonna have to rewatch the beginning. But
it's already been tight.
Fundora loves to block on the inside. He not just getting hit. He got an iron tight block. Look, just walk you down. Block combo.
He just got hit then. He just got hit then. What are you talking about? He just got hit then and then. So he ain't blocking, parrying, nothing, man. Are you kidding me?
Huh?
You showing the wrong clips. This
is the offense.
Yeah, you showing the wrong clips because he wasn't doing nothing.
No, I'm not.
He wasn't doing
You're just
none of
trying
that.
to distract me. This is the defense. He fights on the inside. You're gonna see.
You didn't even know if you was in his defensive clips or offensive clips because he ain't got no defense.
No, because see, you work on this YouTube channel with me, so I'm listening to you when you're saying I'm showing the wrong thing. I know what I'm doing.
Yep, but it would have showed you that you was on defense if that was the case. But by what you was looking at, you didn't see it. You failed for that.
Shirt. See, because you're just overlooking. Look at how Lubin. Is that not head movement? Like this dude got defense. He just not jumping out of the way like Keith Thurman.
Who's been dropped the most?
I don't have the stats on that.
Yeah, I can tell you. It's Fundora. Fundora has been dropped the most.
How many times each one of them been dropped?
Keith Thurman 1 time.
So Fundora been dropped twice?
It been more than 1 time.
Is it twice or are you just guessing?
No, I know it's at least twice. I'm thinking about 2 of them.
Okay, so one more time. Okay. Fundora be on the inside.
Jeremy in the building. What's happening, Jeremy? Yeah. We see you out there. Oh, we also see you out there, Caleb. Caleb just want to talk about, okay, boxing age in America. Okay, we see you. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Fundora on this because Keith Thurman doesn't really like blocking. Fundora does.
Fundora be blocking inside, and then when he get it, hey man, Fundora takes a lot of punishment.
That's how he prefers to fight.
I ain't seen no blocking. I don't see no blocking right now. I don't see none. Look, he just got hit to the body. Look, he just got hit to the head. I don't see no blocking.
So Fundora doesn't block.
None.
So you're saying Fundora doesn't block?
Keith blocks better.
Keith doesn't block. He gets out the way.
We saw Keith blocking. Keith
was down like this blocking.
You're saying Fundora is trash?
He was blocking his body down here like this.
Yes. So are you saying Fundora is trash at blocking?
Yes. Yes.
Y'all
Fundora is boo-boo and TT mix with blocking.
So he's good at fighting on the inside, but he's great
block. At fighting on the inside. I'm not gonna say great. He just throws a million punches, and so it's hard to do something with that.
See how he just saying stuff?
Hard to do something with it. Yeah, it's a debate.
See how he just saying stuff? See, I give Keith Thurman credit. Almighty just saying stuff. He just saying anything.
I gave Fundora credit.
The man,
I'm wearing a Mexican hat because of Fundora.
Inside, he got 2 minutes straight of nobody backing him up, and Almighty trying to say that he can't block. He barely slipping anything, and Almighty like, oh, he not blocking. What is he doing?
He ain't blocking nothing. He just got hit around the gloves. He put his blocks up, and see dude going around his gloves and hitting them. If y'all know boxing and you look at what's going on, look, he just got hit again. He ain't blocked nothing.
Yeah, you right. You right.
Those punches were going around his guards and hitting him.
You right. Hey.
Or he was getting hit clean in the stomach.
Yeah. Fundora.
And Randy Savage, Thurman boxes. He doesn't run. He boxes. Okay? It's a difference in running around and boxing.
Yeah, I'm definitely giving the edge to Fundora on that one. Head movement. Keith Thurman or Fundora? Hold on. So you're voting Thurman over Fundora on that?
On blocking? Yes. I didn't see no blocks from Fundora. I did see blocks from Keith Thurman.
Sir, do you realize that I'm trying to make a highlight comp, that this isn't a comprehensive, like we're just giving our viewers some visuals? Like you're supposed to take into account how they fight in all they fights?
Do you see my face? Keith Thurman blocks better than Fundora.
Head movement.
But we saw something where he was blocking. I didn't see nothing where Fundora was blocking.
Head movement.
He got head movement too. I'll give him that. But Fundora just throwing a million punches, man. You're more vulnerable when you're throwing punches than when you're not.
Head movement. We on head movement.
Head movement. Keith Thurman all day long. Because what makes his head move is his feet as well. So when his feet getting out of there, his head is out of there. Look at that head movement right there. Prayer to punch, jab, came back. Look at that, prayer that jab. He blocking right there. But that was another thing.
Head
got back out of there. And got back out of there.
Movement. We're on head movement.
That's what I'm saying. He got back out of there. That's head movement. He got back out of there. Fundora got the head movement. Because Keith Thurman uses more of his feet. And look at that. That's head movement right there.
I don't see how you give Fundora head movement. But
because I've seen Fundora move his head a little bit more. Maybe it was a little bit more dramatic because he's so tall, because he's 8 foot 12 inches. But I have seen Fundora move his head around like this a little bit more because he stays in the pocket. Keith Thurman is not going to just stay right there in the pocket. So I have seen Fundora move his head like this a little bit more. Now, whether he knew that he was going to get hit or not, and he was just his senses, because he didn't see the punch, so his senses was like, hey man, I think a punch coming, let me just move my head.
To me, Keith Thurman had that,
his footwork. Keith Thurman's footwork personified. So that head movement right there, but then his feet is getting him back out of there too.
Yeah.
Whereas I've seen Fundora right in here a little bit more, because Thurman, like I say, is not trying to just stay in the pocket. Whereas Fundora will stay in the pocket. So Fundora will, see right there, Fundora moving his head in the pocket. It was the first clip you showed. He was moving his head.
Let's see. He rolled, didn't he? Yeah.
Look, he just moved his head.
And he got little subtle head movement.
Yeah, moving his
Yes or
head.
no?
Yeah, that's when I got to get at the Fundora.
And see, to me, I think that I'm just surprised. I'm surprised you picked Fundora on that. To me,
I had to see it. Call it how I saw it.
To me, the best head movement is when you're like just enough out of range.
Mm-hmm.
And Fundora does a great job of that because he be right in position to return fire.
Yeah, Fundora is right in position because also his brain is calculated to just keep throwing punches. You see what I'm saying? So it's like he gotta throw punches where he's in there.
Right.
He's not stepping out a lot, so he has to rely on some kind of head movement. Oh, I missed that last. He said Fundora can take punches. Okay, thanks for putting that back up. Fundora take punches. The offense is fed by the opponent, lack of power and burning out. Trouble by round 4 for sure. I hear you. I like that, what you said there, and I'm going to counter on that because Keith Thurman is not like the other opponents with feet who just on cement and going to stay right there.
Right.
Keith Thurman is
definitely
moving.
Not like Tim Zoo or anything like that.
Yeah, Keith Thurman is moving around, so he's not in there absorbing all that the whole time. So I think Fundora will 100% be okay.
Oh, my fault.
No, you good. I think Fundora. I'm just trying to. You know what I'm saying? It's the party is in here now, and so I'm trying to pass out drinks to the party. I think Fundora will 100% be
that made me want to pour a drink, man.
Right.
You just turned me up with that.
Right. But he does get hit, and I do think Thurman has the power to KO Fundora. But the thing is, will he be able to land that shot? I feel you. Like, we got game all night. I see what you're saying, bruh. You watch boxing. I see that, bruh. You watch boxing. Good point right there. Very good point. And
no, like let me just pause real quick. This is a tactical breakdown. This is a fight preview. We're trying to just give everybody stuff to think about, break down the fight. We'll do our picks at the end, but just know we're going through category by category to give you guys some in-depth analysis as opposed to just saying, well, I think the favorite's going to win. Oh, I also think the favorite's going to win. What do the odds say? Yeah, I'll just pick the favorite and think the favorite's going to no, we're going to give you guys some dimension to this. So if you guys are enjoying the ride with us, please just give us a like on this video. We greatly appreciate it because we try to
some more people join the party.
Yeah, give you guys original boxing content every week.
Yeah. And 3 Bay, we appreciate the super chats.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that, 3 Bay.
3 Bay, you know you family.
But yeah. Love it. Love it.
We got a couple more categories to get through. So we're going Fundora on head movement.
Man, my voice still messed up from doing that Randy Macho Man Savage impersonation, man. I'm still trying to get it together. I was going there. All right, I'm ready. What's the next category?
Footwork and controlling range.
It is a layup. That mean like you just tossed the ball and all I had to do was just dunk that in. I'm just saying. I'm like DeAndre Jordan and you was Chris Paul. Just throw it up there. I got you. Bam. Are you kidding me? Can you just at least say the category one more time? Can you just say that one more time?
Hold on.
Godly. I was talking about the other ones too.
3 Bay. Hold on.
3 Bay showing y'all how to do it.
Hold on. We got something for you. Hold on.
Party people! Yeah!
Yeah. Salute.
3 Bay.
You know what I'm saying?
We appreciate you.
Every time I see that Drewski thing, I think about him trying to spar Rick Ross, man. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm glad you put that up there. But yeah, the category again.
Footwork and controlling range. So you're going for
It's almost like you just said the category is Keith Thurman. That's pretty much what you said. This category now we're talking about Keith Thurman one time.
If Fundora's if when the fight got canceled, Fundora got LASIK surgery, he may be able to control range with that height. But even if I don't think it's gonna be enough for Keith one time. That's his whole game. That's his whole game. And then he has that deceptive footwork. That's how he gets his shots off. Like the only thing Fundora can hope for is that he just ages. Father time catches up to him, and it's just too much to deal with, you know?
Right. Exactly. Like Keith Thurman's instincts too on when to punch, when not to punch, slipping and not slipping. I'm looking at these highlights again. It's like his instincts, man, are just amazing.
Yeah. The
Fundora will
IQ
throw a million punches, but Keith Thurman is moving back, slipping, rolling, and punching at the same time. Like, damn.
Yeah, the main weakness I say Keith Thurman has with controlling range is he has a bad habit of pulling back with his hands down.
Yeah,
so
because he's accustomed to being more athletic than everyone else, and that'll happen. I give you that. Yeah.
So if Fundora uses his height and catches Keith Thurman when he's a little tired or lazy, that can end up bad.
Yeah, but Keith Thurman been working on that in camp. Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
You don't know when that mouthpiece come out. You don't know.
Hey man, that mouthpiece come out. You're getting that second win.
Yeah.
Okay? You're getting that second win. And I will say, to Fundora's point, if he wants to go down to the body, I would focus on his body, because Keith Thurman is definitely a little bit vulnerable on his body. He'll spit that mouthpiece out and get going. Going to be a punt. Oh, that's my fault. You got this one on the screen. Fundora about to rock the shit out of once upon a time Thurman. All right. Put your money where your mouth. What round? Put your predictions up now.
Yeah, what round, G-Ball?
Put your predictions up now.
Gonna be a bunch of lucky shot if Thurman hit Fundora in the chin.
How is it a lucky shot? This man has IQ. It ain't gonna be lucky. It's gonna be timing. It's gonna be precise, calculated punching. It ain't gonna be no lucky shot. Are y'all new to boxing? Do y'all not know what Keith Thurman been doing his whole career? Are you kidding me?
Hey.
There's a reason why Keith Thurman dominated the welterweight division for so long. There's a reason for that.
Oh, this is a welterweight fight? Is this a welterweight fight?
G-Ball said 8 to 10 rounds. Okay.
Is this a welterweight? You said he dominated what division? What weight are they fighting at?
Because I'm talking about his calculated movements and punches. Just because he moved up in weight doesn't mean his calculator left. His calculator's still there. His calculator does algebra, trigonometry, stoichiometry for science.
When Barack Obama was president, y'all.
He's been, that's exactly. So he doesn't forgot more about boxing than Fundora even learned. Right. Exactly. He is well calculated. Ain't no lucky punch. Well, out there said lucky punch again. We're going to see if it was a lucky shot. Right, that was well calculated.
Hey.
Shoot.
So.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's kind of even on defense.
Lucky punch.
Even on defense. All right, we're almost at the hour. Let's get through health and mindset.
Salute to you though. How do you pronounce that sub?
Oh, I got it. I got it. Subasa Perlim.
There it is. Salute to you. But it ain't gonna be no lucky shot. I can tell you that, player.
Shoot. So even on defense, Keith Thurman got the edge on offense. They're even on defense. We probably should add a fifth category to defense. Health and mindset, almighty. Health and mindset. So let's circle back to that. Let's circle back to that. Why he kept dodging Spence. Randy, just stick around. We're gonna circle back to that.
Yeah, we're gonna circle back around on that. I like that.
Health and mindset. So first category, boxing IQ, ring generalship, and trainers. Who you got?
Boxing IQ.
I'm going with Fundora.
Wait, name him again.
Boxing IQ, ring generalship, and trainers.
Okay. Boxing IQ, ring generalship. I'm going Thurman, but trainers.
All this is one category.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to break it down in my mind. So
I'm going Fundora.
Thurman, I think Thurman got 2 of those out of 1. 2 of those out of 3. So I'm gonna go Thurman.
How do you say 2 out of what? What?
Out of like you said IQ. You said trainers, and what was the other one?
Hold on.
Ring generalship.
Hold on. IQ. You see that sweater?
Yeah, it says Harvard, and he got on glasses.
Yeah,
but does he fight like he's from Harvard? No, he fights like
he does.
Went to Me University in the streets.
He does.
No, he fights like he's out the streets.
No.
And he's looking for the closest phone booth to drag you in that phone booth, and we fighting right here, man to man, toe to toe.
If you can't see, doesn't it make sense to fight far or close?
Exactly. So if you can't see, your IQ is not going to be the same when people are moving around because you can't see it. Keith Thurman got a better IQ, point blank. Keith Thurman sets up traps. Keith Thurman.
Almighty don't respect somebody who got admitted to Harvard, y'all.
Fundora throws a million punches, but it's not like it's based on IQ. He's just throwing a bunch of punches on you. He's overwhelming you with punches.
Where is
Keith Thurman is calculated. Keith Thurman is in, out. Keith Thurman giving you angles. Keith Thurman
was that not smart when he elbowed Tim Tszyu in the head in that first fight?
No, it was a mistake. You know why? Because his IQ is low. I ain't gonna say his IQ low because I like Fundora, but for the sake of this debate, his IQ is lower than Keith Thurman's. How about that? Father Time is undefeated, so Thurman a little slower, and maybe his IQ keeps him safe for a while. But to Juice point, I think he gets lazy late and gets caught by the younger man. Who are you talking to, Jeremy?
Well respected.
Who you talking
Jeremy.
to? Acting like you know something about boxing. All right, so how about this then? You talking about everybody keep talking about Father Time. Keith hasn't been in the same wars. Boxing years are different than regular years.
Whoa. We're on IQ, ring generalship, and trainers, sir.
Exactly, IQ. So when you've been in wars, your IQ will drop sometimes because you got punch drunk. You ain't thinking quite clearly. Okay? Even if he hasn't been in the wars. Thurman is IQ personified. Thurman boxes with IQ in mind.
What about Fundora's trainer?
Trainer, I like his trainer. That's what I'm saying. Out of the three categories in this one category, I gave him the trainer. By IQ and ring generalship, I'm going Thurman.
Dude, his trainer training undisputed champions.
That's why I said he got the better trainer. I'm not disputing that. He got the better trainer.
So he going to Harvard.
Harvard ain't got nothing to do with boxing.
And
Harvard means that he knows how to get out a number two pencil and fill out a Scantron test.
You're just saying Keith Thurman. You're not really explaining why.
No, I'm telling you because that's what I'm trying to explain. Keith Thurman is a boxer at heart. So boxers are all about IQ. Let me use my range for this. Let me use my distance for this. Let me figure out a way to get an angle on this guy. You're using your jab to collect data. You're using your footwork to collect data. Fundora isn't doing none of that. Fundora's walking to you, throwing a bunch of punches. Keith is calculating your movements. When I threw this jab at you, I threw a real quick jab. What did you do? Did you flinch like this? Did you do this? Were you trying to set me up for a counter punch? Oh, okay. You trying to set me up with the right hand. So after I throw this, I'm going to move to the left side.
That's IQ.
Fundora don't care about none of that. Fundora just coming in to fight. Fundora is unga bunga fighting compared to Keith Thurman.
You pooping on Fundora for no reason. Because Fundora
no.
He do got some slickness in the not slickness, but he do set stuff up with little feints. He'll feint a punch. He'll throw something kind of soft.
Okay, nowhere near the same amount as Keith Thurman.
You're making him seem like a caveman though. Like
I'm making him seem like he's losing this debate. That's what it is.
I can understand you like picking Keith Thurman, but don't make it seem like Fundora is some dummy. Don't do that.
Fundora is nowhere near Keith Thurman when it comes to boxing IQ. He doesn't have the experience. He doesn't have the big fight experience.
Yeah.
And also, once again, slugger versus boxer. The boxer's whole game plan is IQ.
But you making it seem like Fundora's an idiot and he just
Nah, he ain't no idiot. He ain't like that. He ain't like I'm a huge Fundora fan. I just gotta win this debate. Okay, I'm a huge Fundora fan. But IQ though, for real, IQ is Keith Thurman, man. He got more experience, more big fight experience, and boxers are all about using IQ. Pressure fighters are more about applying pressure, breaking you down, and hoping that your stamina will go away. That's what that is, and that's how he wins his fights. He wants to break you down until your stamina goes away, whereas Keith is constantly recalculating, reevaluating at every engagement. As soon as y'all get in the ring, Keith Thurman, okay, boom. Let me throw this little jab. Let me see what's going on. What you do with that? All right, let me throw this foot feint. What you do with that? Okay, my feet a little bit better. All right, let me move over here. You
I
can't
think
move
we'll
laterally.
call that one a tie.
You can't move laterally, huh? Oh, okay, boom, boom.
I think we can call
Boxers
that one a tie.
are all about fighting IQ. Sluggers are all about let me overwhelm you with my punching power or my punching volume. So IQ is Thurman.
Calling that a tie. We got more to get through.
Mm-hmm. And he fought the bigger fighters.
So we calling that a tie?
No, I'm saying it went to Thurman.
Okay, I say it's going to Fundora. All right, so health and mindset, cardio and stamina is next category. Cardio and stamina. Fundora. Keith Thurman we ain't never seen Fundora get tired
because he don't move around. He just comes straight to you. He ain't moving. Legs are your largest muscle group, and they get tired the quickest.
Yeah, Keith
Fundora doesn't use a lot of leg. He uses a lot of arms.
Fundora makes his opponent more tired. Keith Thurman relies on athleticism. And
that's Fundora.
Hold on. Juice, he ain't wrong. Keith and Olympian Fundora, caveman.
See?
And that's why he would win this fight.
Appreciate that, Jack.
Hey, I don't think he the caveman who discovered fire. He ain't just like the regular caveman. He like the Geico insurance. So easy a caveman could do it, caveman. He like Fred Flintstone or something. He not like your traditional caveman. He's a sophisticated caveman. Okay.
Hey man, just because you got on glasses with a Harvard T-shirt on, mean you sophisticated caveman.
Man, he's going to Harvard. You making it seem like he just did the photo op.
How many people went to Harvard who are in the Boxing Hall of Fame? So Harvard don't mean nothing.
You could have stopped at Harvard.
Okay.
You could have stopped at Harvard. How many people went to Harvard?
Appreciate that, Jack. J-Jack.
Yeah, cardio stamina. This is Fundora. Fundora's younger. Keith Thurman has faded in the second half of fight. Fundora.
That's Fundora.
Chin and durability, also Fundora, for sure.
No, that's Keith Thurman. Sure. Keith Thurman's been dropped one time.
Durability?
Fundora's been dropped several times.
Durability?
Yes.
Chin?
Yes.
Keith Thurman's been hurt so many times with body shots.
How many times has he dropped?
The category is drops?
We're talking about chin.
And durability. You think he's durable? He didn't even.
Yes, he's durable. What happened? Okay, he got dropped in the first round against Manny Pacquiao and came back and was winning the second half of the fight. That's durability.
How many times have we seen Fundora hurt?
Several times. A bloodbath. He's been in bloodbaths. And he's been dropped more times. He's been dropped more times.
And he's finished the fight.
How many times you saw Keith in a bloodbath? How many times you saw Keith with his whole face?
The question isn't. Did
Fundora get elbowed in that bloodbath?
The question isn't did they get hit with a flush shot. It's about chin and durability. You talk about an old man. He's more durable than the young guy who never gets hurt. What? No, bro.
The young guy who never gets hurt. He's been hurt more than Keith.
Fundora
has been on the mat more than Keith.
So what?
So we're talking about chin, right? We're talking about chin.
So Keith is nice and durable right now?
Yes. We're talking about chin. How many times have you seen Keith cut?
How many times do you see Keith get hit?
My point exactly. You don't see him get hit that much.
No, this isn't
exactly. You see Fundora get hit all the time.
Yeah, so he got a chin, sir. You're making
he cracks. He bleeds.
No, you can't do that.
He cracks and he gets dropped. Okay, all right, wait. So if one person gets cut more, if one person gets dropped more, who has the better chin?
Hit all the time, and then he don't got no chin. He gets hit all the time.
Who got dropped more?
Chat, was he not saying
who got dropped more?
I keep saying we already acknowledged that.
And who's fought the tougher competition?
We already acknowledged that Fundora has gotten dropped more.
And who fought the tougher competition?
Who's further in their career?
Yeah, so Keith Thurman has a better chin. He's fought the tougher competition, been dropped less, and been cut less.
No, he doesn't.
You
can tell by his whole style he doesn't have a better chin. When you got a chin, you're willing to take a hit.
Hey, man, I tell you what, you're going to see more highlights of Fundora getting dropped than you will see Keith Thurman getting dropped.
That's cool.
Chin.
It don't mean
that's chin. You get hit and you drop. That's chin.
It don't mean
what is so. What is chin then?
And durability.
So what is chin?
How is he more durable?
I'm
How is he
talking
more
about Chin.
durable?
I'm
He's an
talking about
old
Chin.
man.
I'm talking about Chin, but he doesn't have the same fights of the wars that Fundora has been in.
Because
Fundora
he's
been in
old
wars.
as hell.
Fundora has been in wars to be young. He's been in wars.
So what?
And that speeds up your age way more.
You're saying down the line he may not.
No, I'm talking about right now. By the fact that he's been in concussion protocol way more times than Keith Thurman.
And when has that affected him during the fight?
Well, his fighting style is not an IQ fighting style. He's going unga bunga. So all he's doing is going right back in. Boom, boom, boom.
And durability.
It's Keith Thurman.
He can't be no caveman and not have no chin.
It's Keith Thurman.
He can't be no caveman. He can't be no caveman.
Every metrics of chin.
He can't be no caveman. You got to take one of them back. He can't be a dumb caveman with no chin. You got to take something back.
Why?
Cavemen are the toughest creatures.
Not all of them.
You don't be scootily pooting away when you got a chin. Keith Thurman be on the move, sir.
Because Keith Thurman is a boxer. Fundora, that's what I'm saying. Like we confusing styles. Fundora just comes straight in and applies pressure. Keith Thurman is a boxer. He's moving even if he's winning. He's moving.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Chat, what do y'all think? Who got a better chin, Keith Thurman or Fundora?
Right. You've never seen Keith Thurman in no bloody mess. And he's only been dropped one time by a Hall of Fame great.
I don't see how when you get old, when you're older, you're more durable. I don't understand that.
But when we've seen you on the mat more times in a shorter career,
you keep making that point. I agree.
Yes, he had a shorter career and been dropped more times. So I'm giving the edge to Keith Thurman. He's had a shorter career and he's been a bloody mess more times than Keith Thurman.
Rock Jarvis this year or last year. Yeah, Rock Jarvis was the last time Thurman knocked somebody out.
Right, his last fight. Randy Macho Man Savage.
Yeah, but I'm arguing that that's more of a case for him having a chin. Like, okay, he got hurt versus Lubin, came back, beat Lubin up. Like he was cut just like Tim Tszyu was cut. Kept fighting.
Yeah, but why was Tim Tszyu cut? Why was Tim Tszyu cut like that?
Why? Because Fundora elbowed him.
Right. Why was Fundora cut like that? Because Tim Tszyu punched him.
And he won, correct?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
so you've seen more damage.
I've seen more damage on Fundora than I have Keith Thurman. Hands down. So that's a better chin.
What's your definition of chin?
Who can resist more punishment? It's Keith Thurman. He hasn't been down as much and he hasn't been cut as much.
Well, you're blending it with like defense. I'm talking.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about you getting hit and going down, or you getting hit and you're bleeding. What else is chin?
I'm talking about like mentality in addition to physical. Like,
we're talking about chin.
Can you take this? Like,
how many times have you seen Fundora not be able to take it? More than Keith.
He gets up. He gets up
with less fighting.
He take his mouth guard out and start running.
Did he drop? That's IQ. Oh, okay, I need more breath. Let me get out of here, take my mouthpiece out, get my breath, then I'm put it back in. That's IQ. That's thinking.
The last time before that, Randy Savage, that Thurman got a knockout was in 2015. 2015 was the last time before that. All right, we got two different ideas on that one.
Yeah, I'm just saying chin is.
Because I'm like, he can't be he gets hit all the time and then he don't got no chin. I don't see that.
But it's punch resistance.
I don't see that. All right, last one. Composure, emotional control.
Appreciate that, Jeremy. Jeremy said Thurman got a better chin too. Appreciate that, Jeremy.
Last one. Composure, emotional control, and discipline.
That's close.
I don't see Fundora. Fundora is very even.
He is.
Even when he got knocked out, he was like,
Yeah. Yeah. You said even when he what?
Even when he got knocked out, he was just like,
You talking about like he took a knockout loss?
Yeah, just talking about like composure and emotional control. Like he wasn't real down in the dumps. He was just like,
because Keith Thurman never had a knockout loss. Okay, no, just jumping back.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that Like,
So,
are you talking about this category or?
No, I'm gonna go back to this category. I had jumped back to the last
So
one.
you know we're doing category by category. That's the whole
Yeah,
point.
I know you're trying to get out of that one. I know that was good.
Well, I'm talking about it. You
That was
haven't really
good.
said
That was
anything.
good.
You haven't really said anything.
Oh, because you had brought up the point about Fundora has been knocked out before and Keith Thurman hasn't, so I just wanted to throw that back in there. But yeah, as far as durability,
No, composure, emotional control, and discipline, sir.
Okay, emotional control and discipline. That's both of them, man. They both are very emotionally controlled. No. I'm going Thurman. You know why? Because how many times have you seen Fundora start off with a fight plan and then it goes out the window as soon as he get hit? All right, okay, fuck it, we fighting. Let's go, we fighting. He'll start off, I'm tall, let me jab. You hit him one time. You hit him a little bit on you can hit his pinky finger. He fighting. Game plan out the window and he's fighting. Keith Thurman is going to stick to his game plan. So that goes to Thurman. That goes squarely to Thurman.
I'm thinking like pre-fight, post-fight. We see Thurman get more animated and emotional, asking for fights, hyping up the fights.
Yeah, he's a professional. He's a businessman. So he's keeping his composure. He understands, we was fighting, but I still got to handle his business. Yeah, that's Thurman. Thurman sticks to the game plan.
I'll go Thurman.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go Thurman. But I do like how level Fundora is, but I'll go Thurman.
Yeah, that's why it was close for me until I really started thinking about it. And I was
Blue Hawk art, I don't know what this means. That food sounds good though.
Oh, empanadas, enchiladas, burritos, quesadillas, and tacos.
Maybe the Mexican gear.
Yeah, that's what it is. So I feel you. Salute to the Mexicans, and he got the red and green on the flag like that. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? We love Mexican fighters, man. That's why we got this on, bro. We love Mexican fighters.
So Almighty, let's just tie this. Let's tie this thing up. No, we have Fundora on some categories. Inside fighting.
Yeah, inside fighting.
I was trying my best to advocate for punch power, but it's hard. Blocking, parrying, head movement, and
blocking, parrying.
I thought the corner, boxing IQ, and ring generalship. But everything else goes to Thurman. Puncher power, athleticism, explosiveness, punch speed, accuracy, timing, outside fighting, counter punching and reflexes, footwork and controlling range. No. Fundora also had cardio and stamina, and we were split on chin and durability.
Mm-hmm.
So Almighty, just to conclude, who you picking in this fight? It seemed like Thurman should be winning.
I'm gonna pick Thurman. I'm picking Thurman to win.
Picking Thurman?
Yes. Am I 100% sure about this prediction? Hell no. Okay.
No, but nobody.
Are we clear on this?
Is.
But I'm picking Thurman.
Nobody ever is.
One time, baby. One time. You know what I'm saying?
For me, it just depends on what Thurman shows up, how old he's gonna look, and because if Father Time undefeated, man, if Father Time shows up heavy, and you find a young gun like Fundora who gonna brawl you, it's gonna be a long night, especially if it is a long night. Yeah. And so, like, if it gets past round 6, I think that works in Fundora's favor.
I do too.
If this was just like a period of rest and recovery for Keith, and he's able to somehow turn back the clock or something, then I gotta pick Keith. I think I'm gonna go with the youth just by default and pick Fundora. That just feels right. Fundora has a lot of momentum right now, and
doing great
one thing that I gotta give Fundora, it makes me more confident in Fundora is the fact that he got knocked out.
Excuse me.
You coughing or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
The fact that he got knocked out a couple fights ago, I think that was a good lesson for him to learn how to stay responsible and use your height. And like, I'm sure he watched that so many times that that's definitely gonna help him for this fight, at least to be prepared on some BS coming his way, some little sneaky overhand, leaping overhand that Keith may try to catch him with. So I'm gonna go Fundora, but I wouldn't be surprised if Keith wins. Almighty, The odds are Sebastian Fundora minus 400, Keith Thurman plus 284. And the over under is 9.5 rounds.
I'm gonna have to put some money on up.
It's split money on the over under 9.5 rounds. So you think it's going over? You think it's going over 9.5 or under?
Over.
Ooh, minus 115.
Yeah, I think it's going over.
And then plus 284 on Keith. That if you like it, that's a good underdog play.
It is. I might have to go ahead and do that, man.
Yep.
To be honest with you, yeah.
I think we owed Randy Savage an explanation on why he never fought Spence.
Yeah, we did owe him that.
Or still isn't trying to fight Spence.
No, Spence isn't trying to fight Thurman now.
Mm-hmm.
Thurman been calling out Spence for the last few years. It's just Spence felt some kind of way. He was like, "Oh nah, you was calling me the little dog at that point," and it was high risk, low reward. And so a lot of times, if you're at the point to where Thurman was, similar to Bud wasn't interested in fighting Boots because it was high risk, low reward. He wanted to go for the money, the bigger
Fundora.
Game.
Even Fundora later.
Yeah, even Fundora later. Yeah, he didn't want to fight Fundora, none of that, because the name wasn't big enough, the money wasn't going to be big enough. You're already accustomed to making a certain amount of money. You're accustomed to having certain kind of big fights, and then you got this new dude who doesn't have the same gravitas as the other ones. Like back then when Thurman was not really interested in fighting Spence, it's because Porter and Danny Garcia, those were like the top of the map back then. And so it was those three were the top. After Thurman beat those, it was like, okay, I need somebody even better than that. I'm not trying to go back down to somebody who not everyone really knows, even though we recognize he's good. But then the same thing kind of happened. It flipped back around. All of a sudden, Spence got good and popular. Thurman was out of the scene. And Thurman coming back, but Spence is already on top of the mountain. And Spence is like, nah, I remember how you did me when I wasn't up at clout. Now you ain't up at clout, so I ain't fighting you. So Spence is dodging Thurman now as well. So that's the main thing. It's really about, like, put yourself in the shoes, Randy Macho Man Savage. If you had already had some big time fights and you become undisputed, or you've already been making $3, $4, $5 million fight purses, and then this new guy comes along doing good, fighting a whole bunch of folks who on a smaller level and doing good, and you know the fight purse ain't gonna be the same, are you gonna try to fight him? Or are you looking for someone else to put you closer toward the Boxing Hall of Fame? Are you looking more towards someone else who can put more money in your pockets? Now I'm looking for a $7 to $10 million payday. I'm not trying to go back down to a $1 million payday.
Yeah.
Nah. And that's just the business of boxing.
I feel them both ways.
Yeah, I don't think neither one of them was scared of neither one of them. It was just a business thing. And that's why Canelo is not fighting Boots. I'm sorry, that's why, that too. That's why Bud is not fighting Boots. That's why Canelo didn't fight David Benavidez. Mm-hmm. Same things. It was like, nah, I can get more money for less risk by fighting this guy.
Now, Almighty, let me ask you a question. Yeah. If Thurman wins, let's say wins by knockout or has a statement win, does that Spence fight make sense?
It does. It makes a lot of sense now. One, because Thurman is already a Hall of Famer, already a boxing great. He's just on the second part of his run. So the money will be there. Spence's name is way bigger now than it was when he was trying to fight Thurman back then. So the money will be there. Also, people want to see what Spence got left. To be honest with you, if they fought right now, I might pick Thurman.
Spence been out the ring for like 3 years. He's been out the ring
for so long. Right.
That's a long time.
Yeah, and he looked horrible against Bud. Horrendous against Bud. Didn't look overwhelmingly great against Ugas. He won, but you can see he had some issues with him.
Yeah.
Mouthpiece fell out. He said he thought all his teeth came out. I mean.
Yeah, so when Thurman hit you, what happens?
One time.
Or even Tim Tszyu, if he fight Tim Tszyu, that's gonna be.
Yeah, I'm curious about this Tim Tszyu fight with Spence. Mm-hmm. But I hope that answered your question, Randy Savage. And I love your questions and your comments, Randy. You were very animated today, man. We appreciate that, my G. We appreciate
we-
that. You got
we
me
appreciate
animated.
everybody.
I was coughing because my throat is still messed up from trying to imitate Randy Macho Man Savage. Step into a Slim Jim. You know, so my voice was gone. That's why I was coughing a second ago. Sheesh.
Yeah, so man, we appreciate y'all for pulling up to the tactical breakdown. Hope y'all get a
this
little
is fun,
insight.
man. This is real fun. If y'all came in late, started from the beginning, man. We jumped off like a 100-meter sprint.
Mm-hmm.
Jumped off, boom, on it. So if y'all missed some of that beginning, get on it.
Yes, sir.
Salute to all y'all with the cool names too. Baby Yodas, Randy Savage, the chilling. Let me go back to that. What was that? That was pretty cool. Pretty cool little name there.
Chiller Queen.
Chiller Queen, cause she chilling. All y'all fantastic names out here, man. Keep it up. Waylon, we see you out there, Waylon. Young Jeremy. Lou Hawk, we see you out there. See, all y'all part of the party, man. So we appreciate y'all being part of the party. So hit share and send it out to some more people so we can get this party that much larger. We appreciate the super chats. Shout out 3B on that. And shout out to everyone else with the super chats. All the members in the community too. All of y'all are VIP party members. Shout out to you, BB, and the rest of y'all members out here. So, hey, man, it's a party. We feed off y'all energy just like y'all feed off our energy, man. So we love that. We love it.
Sir.
All right. So with that being said, it's already an hour and 26 minutes.
Hour and a half.
Bomberclad. All right. So with that being said, I'm your man, AWL Mike T. We got Juice God over here, and we will never forget the whole party over here that's been in the chat. And together, we are Fight Party KO, and we are signing out.
Yes, sir.